Mengbe Kering mabesato anata ponye konjo donya jawara jata gudompu koye bongo donde inintalanya le kamiro hey bujalo inintalanya le kamira jalo ay kareu tile mandol malta jalan Mengbe Kering mabesato anata ponye naluta tali sikondo donya jawara jata gudompu koye bongo donde inintalanya le kamiro ibu jalo inintalanya le kamira jalan Mengbe Kering mabesato anata ponye nalika tali sikondo donya jawara jata gudompu koye bongo inintalanya le kamira ibu jalo inintalanya le kamira jalo ay karu lena jalan Mengbe Kering mabesato mata kunina likata lisiko donya jawara jata gudompu koye Mampata kolonga wara bala sabe kardola ningi nankol besodira
Mengbe Kering gavanyine nyapma ningine beloring dolbe dahada betilin alale mbali jegang mbali muigang wodongo dolbe dahada le Mengbe Kering alingantilin yunula nyuna damunela kambe dahan Mengbe Kering gavanyine nyama mbaliko ningine belori galibana doya nyalbe dahada
Yaya Instant Services, the coolest and most awesome way to send and receive money worldwide. We're simple, swift, and secure. Send money in 3 simple steps. Select country, add receipt details, and remit the amount. Super fast and easy with unbeatable rates. Get funds deposited directly into your bank account in the Gambia with no third parties involved. Our coverage includes UK and Ireland, Europe, and all over Africa. Transfer money with any device and get an instant email or SMS notification. In fact, transfer money and have it received within minutes. Visit us at www.yaye.co.uk and get instant access to latest rates, free calculator, mobile top-up, track your transactions live wherever you may be, and so much more. Contact us today and revolutionize value for monetary transactions. Available now on the Apple App Store and Android Market.
TAF Africa Global Wale Office da sona yarim ba sotalie ila madiba molo kono mimbe TAF Burfoot Garden Silabaka. Nin commercial office holding in 24-hour security system la nata, standby generator, air condition, conference room mi yalan ko ni la staff sul sala mitino sotoje ani fansum cash power. Ni atrebo office nyinin kam mi yalan ka warata. ni atare ba office nyinin kam mi yalon ko pour mo le ne tara je ta batala ni atare ba office nyinin kam mi yalon kan ni la do ko be nyomoy la wotela nyiniro be dafa katun tap Africa Global yanyin commercial officer le sotale la tap Madiba Mall Bumba kono mimbe Food Garden Silabaka na telephone bundal kumane ba memo 733-3363 733-3363 hani kabin email info@tapafricaglobal.com alabaka
no mbawirten dandirde enen koye meɗen he danden saare men danden leñol men fof ɗum woni dandugol ñaw o no tawa hen lotgol juuɗe mum seeɗa fof seeɗa ndiyam labɗam he sabunde e hawrindingol yimɓe calo hawrindingol yimɓe hewɓe comme kafu en walla taw ko maydele walla tawɗa yimɓe ɗi keewi gusta ɗum programme uji ɗi tawa ɗiɗi gustodiri haysi waɗi hen tawa yimɓe no mboɗɗodiri seeɗa gokka space pour goto fof si darima o tawata a haali ne ko kalta ko tutte ma ɗe memani goɗɗo so ɗum koye tawa ko dandugol coɗagol juuɗe mum ɗe ha laaɓa saɗa ɗojja mbaɗa ɗo jungo maɗa ngoni pour mbawa ɗojjude tawa ɗojjani e dow yimɓe ɗum wawa hokkude dandude yimɓe ɓe e ɓornagol masque ɗum woni masque ɓornagol ɗum pour danda hoorema danda gonɗo heede maɗa ɗo pour taw sa ɗojji walla so on ɗojji wawanma yettanade eyyi ko ɗin ɗon ɗi ko ɗin ganduɗa ko ɗin boni ɗiɗi kollira pour wawa goto foof wawi dandude hoore muɗum danda ɓesgure mum danda koddiɓe muɗum e fi COVID-19.
Red Star Family Company tonya company lu siatarde ba Red Star Family Company itulumu nyontangon lete me yalon ko bata kilin nem li jama be men kono
ye tento sotale na sifa o sifa pour alla picnicolo conference o anen futu sito ye sirewol fana sotole pour alla picnicolo alla party en alla conference o ye table jangol fana sotale yenne nyin table jangol mi yalon ko ikola use pour conference o ye selen dangol fana sotole pour kapintalu anin masangolo biring sutuma fo ajangama e generator fana sotali e jele anin adjustable lampol mu yalonko nin conference be kering e kan lampol mun kiye pour de la bese fan
kabirin alla kunkol tolomba alla gadinol to alla kankangol to nsalla nyamolu kuntungi tembendi yesenia fitaro kabirin alla suwol kono bang fo alla official to nin alla motolu panete be silokan nkanale ngi nyafu ngi chika ke bondali e silokan te sambale gambia dawoda ete laftanga sambadami
mfelale loptan silabakan gunjur sate kono
walla lingi kachanyo ya
991 1353 237 1113 318 8131 993 3867 448 6841
Ali email
redstarfamily@gmail.com.
Assalamu alaikum bali na welalu ani bali di welalu mobe na wetan dawda ani mobe kan dawda ani bismillah Allah ta kunda fa na namer kunda fa na do wala kita Mengbe Kering kala gisama de ala hawa kono ani ko du dal ta jama ta dan radio la mbaade no ko alen tolde sirin ja wate na salon ko do ba alfa fannala to dani widu falla folle bala denne do fofu dara do ko falla folo kono ne Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala den ko na dai telto be ko ma warande be dan siruna de Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sababu Allah ko ba danila asente sababu fe ko ta sa bismillahir rahmanir rahim na tufani alhamdulillah rabbil alamin de Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala man sababu sakallan ko ba danila fana kanin tudana kafe san kono alamanna kafe do na fa kera na banku kera tasira de Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fanan danna mul men yalo ko wolle mantare famul ko mantare ni mantare famul kasa to ani mo ko an men da ko lambe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala danna ko ma de ko e nimboto don adum be daniro kala baade woni bela kaytan bla ko bi e kibarul manna mandrol do don tiata bari amankan tol fanan jenya ko e me ya sawu wala kata frawna fannati ko don be o daniro kala mo la hanka bi ko tanke ben yalo ko wala ma bueno kadu men be social media bo baya so do bar men be radio ko men ma mo ala kada alu musul
baraka fadera ka namo la ni video la kalau radio televisi si ada bari ba alu mulai ni radio ni televisi ya kita untuk konten itu kita itu kapur itu alhamdulillah dengan TV kita anda kejar nakal mandal kapur itu di kiro mawar di alfal dia dan nila sama baru itu dia urus na kejana ta ko bakla le al bismillah to punya bisa
abarka bake alif fal ni tendu ngi jay bake badon tollo mo nyola bi fanan kata be tallal laare men kan wala mo kulu men kata wala mo ala hatu the executive and KMC wala ni defo Kanifing minister kan anim bangola ndala ak ndani ko mo sakunda wala mo be executive wala regional municipal e bi fanan kata be tallal laare wala to bari bi kata abe tallal nyando wala mo kulu be ndala KMC ngalallahi ko men tan be ba tinda birin alfal kata men yalon ko wala be dedo e janni mbo kala kata la nyaafulu be taran men kan wala mo be kata kala kula melon ko sula ku balam e liaji be banko kan alu birin min man sakunda ko wona le mu coalition man sakunda e kool be man dale kala num jang ngawle je kala adabo kono demonstration no man dale kala jam baake atendema annu no sabo kenola fighter ay no de amandal kala jam bar be coalition government na da ngaje apolo sen ma kala damen to ko mo ko de ni wala kala faraba e faraba incident kala janne na bo ba ko may bar mo so de ani mo ko den jamal ko mo saba ko de nyola je bar be ngo faraba commission botala ngakalam to ko e faraba commission lan masa kunda commission ko je masa kunda mo commission masa kunda le ye commission o mel lo ma mera masa kunda ana ne alo nyum banko kan e commission o lo la ka akulu ka jibe e mo kono fanan ngakalam lan fanan ko do bulma sero to banda be mo wala personnel wala ñi ko mo sama abona ne ko tan beje men ya lon ko ye compensation to mo bi da bari ko hanibi e neto compensation o mo wolen jumalji e wala mu alhaji kamara seni sonko alhaji kudabi anin dawda dafe dawda anatan jampon la aisina jamasi e ala last na jampon ngakaram da wo the last or something like that but bira another jang ay men kumbo wala ñi ko e tolni mol men yalon ko mantoro e tolni wala be sur faraba e ko be buluma sela ba biri ko be buluma sela men fo wala ni ko alta eco bank aliye ko yele de so biri ta wore ko ko yele de e tolni menemu yaaje yolu buluma se wali ko do so e tolma fenso akoy manda wodo ina raka muru kata fo ministry kunda nyin to kanyin karo ka fola bare kam men ko wala ni ko alta ale muru ni bla akoy nim kumanda membe de la minsane ina ben jamalake la minsane kono ka ko gofono alta local government ni tara local ministry of land and so ni tara je e ka ko do ni abitala ko la bon ñe nem ko babukar sanya e babukar sanya di permanent secretary ka ko alla bank alla number ni ko ni na number wolle hello so ako bar bi to mu bank ya itam dila ko alla nombal be correct par ya jibe ali sanji joni dina mol men ya lon ko iga men ko la ni diko dulla joron be tinyata je ye dol bu ci dol ne singol to so yamira nin kana ko up to this level wol mi la bu ma so tura lo ni ngale da
baraka farera ye munam ko ya ko ma ta ba ika wato bin ko da 2008 le ni ma ko anu woketa kutimiyaron ko ay mo jama barandi in what sense anata watde na miyalon ko e ndol ko palindiro le ket Palindro Leketa, Mansakunda Pukuna, hope were very high. People were back to bring Mansakunda Pukuna, and this was 2017. You know, not like Mansakunda. Most of them know misunderstanding Suroha, the market, forward, but it can bring Mansakunda on that, and that's what I hope. Signed it. Delivery kera wolo on sal compensi wolo dal di sonya bawo na ko keta ku jawat je ta no ba mu ni yon dare ko ni sen dina no bari di nyaburo wo se kendo moy fanan sa kalam do ko ko nyalo ni problem mo ketale bari na ma sa tinda na ya no ke but bala fana ta wara tabbi ni mo na no andu ila ñin finto amako fanam ko mu ko be ci ba mu be ta ko jëm ya tan ni ko yi bu nga jëmande ma ko ta daam pour ka je ko dañu ko le mo ko do ya ko na ta problème la ba min ko wala ko ala bi ba no mbale problème so bolo ka no mbal min bi ko de ba ko min na mi interesting te wala ko ka wi do dara bank iko bank ne ya tan di ko bi ba no mama hani problème ko dole mandungal account so obviously what kita put in yang put bala fa wartan because inata internet ko ko nata ko la wala ko ko ni ya buru di trésor it is very sad because we are given more than ya wala na dengan approach cost ni government de bulma ko ni government ni ka remote ni ya lo so wala be kala ko ni ya combat pour ka jibe ko ni bol ni ya lo ko wala ni da ko de so ba de ni ye follow up yenke ye and ni ko e ko de disto bala ni ya lo ko wala ni da wala ni da ka so automatically ko ni da buro na kana ko da ka jibe ko ya ko de ma ali ki waro su ko mo ti ni mo don tubi wala so wala ni mo na no ma a fahamro dal akira ko di nyalo ko nyalo bunda mi an ko wolle ma ko ni ñenta ko di la ñenta ko di la very well Ferreira aluna ngajuta serious akweta baki batte ko di ngajuta serious problème o tum tel commission of sector Emmanuel jibe mi ñako report of recommendation sector wo recommendation scola d'accord ke da ko mol bi jere mi ya lo ko the moment in that and d'accord wala ko modol to du taw ko ko fem may na ina la ay bay mol me la solution dama sa amanya ko man na wo bay but ni abala fa bor la bak abala fa bor la bak natara ko mole ajele ko ni problème ni bunda malo bunda ma masala ko yap ñame bunda min marsal nata de ko be yi ko moy ka ak la ko saya ni mo na lo ko atu this is one way of katandi mo la ko ni ke tan del bulle we are very sorry we are very sorry we are na ni problème mo ke tan bulle woto nim tele asna yal di so nyabol ko den kabin 2015 for 2020 ni mo ci lo ko ni am ko bi wala na lo iko na ni problème mo so very very sad anu ngamra ni alfal be la mo kan mala bakele e tato de ke tamani ni ko ni se tenten no la se wonya ni ni be sade ni wolde bla monto ro flow ko yor bolo ma safety me do ma se andi yer ko se kala ko den do ma kala o mo ki do me ala ka kala ba do be kala e da programme lo fanna flow la nyoto me ala ko wala be kala video du me ala ko derinta la tv me ala ko ma ko me ala ko wala ko me kada
Barangkali ni kalau di dalam kota alam dah, mula tu sama tahu di Quran ini alfa jamal kita ada yang ada di sini. So, sesuatu yang biasa terjadi di minggu yang ke ini dengan orang ini siapa yang boleh dia kalau alfa jamal kita ada wanda suke da komi I don't think ada abubuwa da ya kawo da ba ya ji ya ko executive process KFC for ni video national kalau cuma baca kita ni guys kita rai tadi kalau punya Assalamualaikum badi lamay lalo anim badi jibe lalo mo ben jibe kan dawda anim mo ben lamay kan dawda bale diamond wala kare KMC Kanifing Municipal Council di be alon ko komanto la CEO mekere sele Martin di anim finance director ye sindila temmo men ye tumi ko ye jankoro ni tapale atamandi je bar nga kam ko bi fanan inata la pour kamun no laro dami alon ko paral fanan so manda inata jang KMC jang ngo information for albla no mangata nga jibe ni kata KMC ani ning alfa be kata la jang ning ngeso ala ba
digestion of the media. I just want to read out the letter they sent us that they are going to inspect the council on. And then I will read you the letter we have sent back. So on the 3rd of August 2021, inspection in respect to fraud allegation at the Kanifing Municipal Council. The letter reads, following the purported fraud allegation leveled against the Chief Executive Officer and some staff of Council, I write to inform you that the Ministry will deploy a team of inspectors with the sole purpose of establishing the following: a loan amounting to $12 million to acquire a piece of land measuring 100 by 100, forgery of a letter captioned guarantee purchase of land advance agreement, reference KMCSWA, dated 29 June 2021, salary advance to councillors, renewal of staff contracts, deductions from 186 staff for plots of land allocated to them, solicitation and receipt of a bribe of 30,000 by the CEO from Almond Company, all contracts awarded ongoing and completed, including Ecotech, unilaterally stoppage of deductions, staff appointments from July 2020 to date, and during the course of the exercise, the team will be meeting members of the SMT. Our letter dated 5th August 2021, responding to the ministry, titled Re-Inspection in Respect of Fraud Allegation at the Kanifing Municipal Council, reads, I write to acknowledge receipt of your letter, reference LMG, etc., and dated 4th August 2021, expressing your ministry's decision to deploy a team of inspectors to establish facts about the above subject matter. In this regard, please be assured that Council's maximum cooperation and support in this undertaking will be given. We look forward to welcoming the team and pray for a proper, meaningful inspection for the good of residents of the Kanifing municipality. Yours faithfully, Ajali Jane for Lord Mayor. So what we are saying here is the council welcomes them, and I think this is the second general council we have called, hoping to meet them and show them our support. We also want to make it very clear, I think one of the councillors said, if at all they need any of the staff sent on leave, we will be more than happy to make them available through the Director of Administration. If at all they need access to any of those said staff's offices or any files which are currently closed, we will make sure they are available and we will make sure they have full access to all offices and all records of council.
All councils, President of the Gambia Bar Association, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I walked into this place and the first thing that was on my mind is that Gambia is really moving forward. Maybe at a slow pace, but we are moving forward. And that is evidenced by the presence of all these people representing the media. And I told my colleague that we have a very dynamic media. Sometimes we are so negative and so harsh on ourselves. But democracy is a difficult and a messy process. And Gambians, we must be a little more patient if our democracy is going to work for us. Let me first and foremost commend the municipality, because I am a resident of this municipality and I see the change. I see the dynamism of this leadership, and you must be commended and saluted for the good work you're doing. We know more can be done, and we as citizens of and residents of this municipality must make sure we do what is right by us so that you could do your work. So kudos to you for a job well done. The fight against corruption must be a fight that every Gambian must take seriously. And as civil society, we stand with anyone and anybody and any organization or any group that stands to fight against corruption. Corruption must not be encouraged in any way and in any form. Our position is, and all this time we have been having internal discussions amongst ourselves, let's ensure that the rule of law is followed to the letter. Let us ensure that we know the facts, what does the law say, and then we can move forward in advocating that the right thing is done. As the president of the Bar Association has said, we have the law on our side. We are no longer under tyranny, and if we as Gambians have defeated tyranny, then that shows our resilience as a people, and we can defeat corruption in this country. As far as the investigations are concerned, we want to appeal to every party to ensure that they comply with the investigations. Let due process take its rightful course. Let every party have cause for redress. And indeed, together, we will be able to move forward as a nation. As civil society, we stand to again reiterate our call that we must look again into our laws and ensure that our laws are working for the people. The decentralization of municipal councils, the local government authority, I think it's high time we begin to have a serious national discourse on the decentralization process that was underway some years ago. We must begin to look at this again so that we will be able to avoid these sorts of conflicts between the municipal government and the national government. We as a people and we as civil society stand with you as a municipality, stand with the nation, and stand to complement the efforts of government to ensure that good governance, the rule of law, is what we as a nation can be proud of. With this, ladies and gentlemen, Lord Mayor, thank you for giving us the opportunity to speak to council and to speak to the nation. This is a difficult year, but Gambians, we can work together and make the best for our country. Political divisions must not cause a national division. We could be diversified in our ideas, in our political affiliation, but we are still one people and we have one nation. Let's not destroy what is working and has been working for us, our peace and our unity. Let's work together as one people. Just like you have a council of diverse people from diverse political persuasion, from diverse religious and ethnic considerations, but you work together to ensure that the municipality works for us and is moving forward. So I call on all Gambians, let's work together. Our differences should not divide us. They should complement each other and make us a better people and a better nation. We wish you well, and we are following the development, and as civil society, we will always speak when we have to speak. God bless you, God bless the municipality, and God bless our beautiful country, the Republic of the Gambia.
Party is around and wanted to say a few words of wisdom to the council. But until his arrival, I want to ask the matter to be floor for some discussion, but also to urge the staff to return to work and urge you to return to work and serve the people of KM. All right. So is Mr. Mai Ahmad Party here or is not yet here?
The Lord Mayor, KMC, councillors, respected citizens of KMC, all the Gambians. Good afternoon to you all. I am here this early afternoon at my own choice and my own volition, foremost as a key stakeholder and a resident of KMC, and among the leaders of the country. I am here in order to express my support for the residents of KMC through the Lord Mayor and the councillors. I have a stake in what is happening here. As I said, I am a resident. But I also have another obligation, which is I'm among the political leaders of this country. I believe that it is a failure of governance which is responsible for what we experience today. But it has been a process which culminated in what happened today. We have observed very keenly tremendous transformation that took place within KMC over the past 5 years under the eminent leadership of His Lordship, Mayor Talib Bensouda. One of the youngest brilliant minds of this country, working together with a dedicated team to change the lives of tens of thousands of Gambians, because KMC represents the country. I am from the URR, Woolly West, and you have people from every nook and cranny in the country resident in KMC. So what happens in KMC is a national matter. What is happening today is of fundamental national significance. And so a resolution and a decision made by the Lord Mayor of KMC in conjunction with the General Council is a decision made by tens of thousands of the residents of KMC. You have a mandate, you have an obligation to represent the best interests of tens of thousands of residents of KMC. That is why you are elected. The government has a mandate. But the devolution of power, as clearly stated in the Local Government Act, there are provisions, legal provisions, there are administrative procedures and processes that could effectively handle this apparent fiasco. But when politics supersedes national interest, it's myopia that triumphs over vision. And that is why today it is important for every well-meaning Gambian to come here and stand with the people of KMC. This is not a partisan conflict between Party A and Party B. This is a neutral ground where all political interests are represented among the residents of KMC. So, Lord Mayor, I'm here to express solidarity with the people of KMC and all the humongous development gains that we have made. At the crux of this matter is corruption, allegations of corruption. We must tackle corruption at its root. When there are significant allegations against any public officer, not only law, but morality demands that you recuse yourself from the seat, from the environment, in order to allow an impartial atmosphere that would enable investigators to reach a conclusion that is fair and just to all parties concerned. That was what I recommended when I was accused of bribery allegations in the case of Similex. I recommended an extensive investigation, never in the history of this country, in order to determine my culpability, because I was confident that I am innocent of every iota of allegation. So I believe that if you are enmeshed in an allegation as grave as this matter, the government should be the first to support an impartial inquiry. And the government should be the first to follow due process. And I believe the process is unveiled here through the Council of General Council under the leadership of the Mayor. It's one that is reasonable, that is logical, and is one that should be accepted. I believe that the Local Government Act should be followed. There are relevant provisions. I am not here to advise legally, but then I believe that the ministry should advert attention to the law. I would recommend both sides exercise restraint. I do not think it is necessary to send law enforcement agents here. There is no conflict, there is no war, there is no demonstration, there is no threat to peace at KMC or at the municipality. As former Minister of Interior, I am extremely concerned about sending law enforcement agencies in situations which are not warranted. And I believe that KMC councillors have demonstrated themselves in the best of manner in accordance with the law. I would urge the ministry to allow fair investigations to proceed, and I would crave the indulgence of the officers in Punj to stay away until the investigations are fully completed. That is what will serve the interests of the Gambia, that is what will serve the interests of KMC. All of us public officials, including the mayor, and I commend the mayor's fight against corruption with council. And I support his stand to fight against official corruption. The taxpayers' money belongs to the taxpayers. The management of the funds and the resources of KMC must be in consonance with the overriding interest of the residents of KMC. And it is the obligation of mayor and council to ensure this happens. And I think due process is there, and we should continue to consolidate that due process. This is what will consolidate Gambian democracy. So, Lord Mayor, here, what we have to offer is one of support, one of solidarity for the residents of KMC. And we crave the indulgence of the Minister of Local Government to choose the path of dialogue, to choose the path of administrative justice, to choose the instruments of governance that will resolve these petty imbroglios. In conclusion, I would urge the ministry once more again to convene a meeting that will include all stakeholders in order to find a solution to this. But more so, not to engage in any action that will threaten the security of this country. Thousands and thousands of Gambians are worried today because they have seen the paramilitary, something that reminds us of 22 years of dictatorship. So in consolidating our democracy, we should resort to state institutions and to instruments of governance that will resolve inevitable conflicts that will always arise in the process of governing a country. We do not see any huge problem here. What we see perhaps some play of ego, for lack of a better diplomatic word. And I think in public interest, ego is not something that should surface. So I urge KMC to continue on the path of law and principle and administrative justice. And I urge the state not to overreach its hand. This can be resolved peacefully. There are laws in this country and there are procedures that must be followed. And when we follow these procedures and these laws, administrative justice will take place. And the interests of KMC residents, including my personal interest as a KMC resident, will be secured. For now, we are with the people of KMC, and we support that the interest and the resources of KMC must be protected as passed in the resolution of the General Council and implemented by the Lord Mayor. Keep it up. Best of luck. We will watch, not only watch, we will be involved in making sure the right thing is done. Thank you.
Councillors, good afternoon, members of the press, good afternoon, my colleague John, and all members here present. First of all, I would like to extend my gratitude to the Lord Mayor for inviting us to speak to the Council today on a matter of national importance. Let me say that this morning I woke up to the news that there were paramilitary or PIU police at the KMC, purportedly on the instructions, purportedly I would say, on the instructions of the executive on a matter that was being dealt with by the competent authorities, that is the KMC internally, and the Ministry of Interior. As the President of the Bar and a member of civil society, I took it upon myself to engage my colleague, John Charles Guy, head of Council. I also called upon the Minister of Justice. I also called upon the Minister of Land. So, in line with our duty as civil society, we thought it's important to get all the facts, ascertain facts and information, and do our utmost to contribute to resolving the process in the interest of ensuring accountability, respect for rule of law, and good governance. Our first port of call was to the Minister in the morning, and on short notice he gave us audience. And in our engagement with the Minister, we raised the issue of PIU, primarily and other issues, and he informed us that it was not his instruction or the executive instruction to deploy PIU. Notwithstanding, we reminded and advised the Minister that whatever dispute there may be in terms of who has what power between the KMC, the Public Service Commission, and the Council, that matter is resolved in accordance with law and due process. And for us, that is our concern. He informed us that they will continue to engage KMC on the basis of the power vested in them under the Local Government Act amendment. We left the Minister's office and came to visit the Mayor and Council. We also reiterated our concerns. Thankfully, when we came, we did not find any PIU because we fired leave. We gathered that the tension has escalated. We also expressed our concern that we as civil society, we have been keenly following this issue, but we cannot make any comments or discuss the issue until we have all the facts and information. But all the facts that are in the public domain, we are actually keeping the facts and information. So we also sought the views and perspective of the mayor, and he gave us a very detailed explanation of his position and the council position, and also provided us with documentation, and also gave us, I said that maybe perhaps we should extend an invitation for us to address the council. So for us, it's really a privilege and an honor. I think it's probably the first time it ever happened. And I think it is also a testimony to where we are as a country in our democracy. Here we have a council meeting, we're invited to talk to the council, and we have the press here present. I think these are all positive steps for democracy. In a democracy, especially moving from a dictatorship and transitioning to a full-fledged democracy, we are going to have differences. Even how you interpret the law, there's differences. It is not up to me, Sarutal, to say who is right or wrong under the law, because that is the job of the court. But I would like to appeal to all parties, that is the ministry, the council, and the mayor, in resolving differences and disputes, to do so with decorum and respect and in accordance with the law. And I think that is what we expect in the Gambia. That is why we are even standing here having this discussion. In the Gambia before, this discussion would never happen. In the Gambia before, the PIU would have taken over TMC. And I think the fact that good health have prevailed and all parties are guided by the wisdom and conscience and supreme interest of the Gambian people to look at the issue with objectivity and advise themselves accordingly and be guided by the law. All parties involved must be accorded peaceful on all sides. The inspectors have a right to come and inspect, and in doing so, they must also do so. Parties also have a right to be interviewed and given access for the purpose of the interview. And the aggrieved parties on all sides, anybody who believes that perhaps your rights are violated, there's a place to go to resolve that dispute, that is the court of law. So I'm not advising that anybody should go to court or not. I'm just saying that when we have our disputes in a democracy, we don't use the force of the law, the brute force to resolve our disputes. We use our good conscience and we use the law. I think what I've seen I like, because when I came here, the police did not force themselves to go in. I think after a conversation ensued from my information, they backed down, and I guess they will learn from experience. When we spoke to the executive, they informed us in good faith, I believe, that they did not give the instructions. So that means that that's what they told. And today, the mayor and his team have given us information that they have, and I believe that you will continue with your investigation, looking at all facts impartially, and then hopefully, in the process, we ensure that there's accountability, there's due process, and there's a stakeholder. Whatever the outcome of the process, I think all parties will accept. And I really thank you all for giving me this opportunity. I think in a democracy, you must continue to talk and iron out our differences with stability and decorum and respect. On that note, I thank you.
First, let me thank our Lord Mayor Talib Ahmad Bensouda, for giving us this opportunity to make a statement here on behalf of the family of local government authorities of this country, the Gambia. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you warm greetings from the Association of Local Government Authorities of the Gambia, GALGA, And I also say Assalamu alaikum, peaceful greetings in Islam to all of you. We know we are compelled, probably in that word I cannot mention, to meet here this afternoon based on the prevailing circumstances or issues that are unfolding. And this is no news to all of us. But in particular, that happened this morning. My mission here with my team is basically linked to the issues that are happening at KMC. These days, precisely linking it up to the corruption scandal that involved the CEO and some other staff, in which case the ministry and the council are also at probably at a deadlock on some administrative matters or procedural issues. We are here this morning because we heard of the latest development that involved security forces coming to the council. That actually hastened our coming here, and that also prompted us to address this meeting. But behind doors or behind, we have been working with all the parties involved, of course, including the CEO, the Lord Mayor, and also the ministry on how we bring the tension down and have procedures, processes, and also the law take its right course in addressing the matter, without, of course, giving unnecessary ping-pong either on the social media or on other media. We have been conducting those processes with the parties involved. But this address to you this morning, this afternoon, is basically to pick from all of us that we exercise patience, that we display total decorum to make sure that there is no further, probably, if I could say, violence or whatever that may be linked to such that may not be in line with the law or with the administrative powers that are given to all of us. We are all citizens of this country, and in particular, we are all from KMC. I'm referring now to the councillors. Let me assure you that we are working with all of you. We are not taking side to say who does what is right or who does what is wrong. But we are taking responsibility to work with all of us as a family to make sure that we amicably go through the processes that are required to come to the very end of this peacefully. So I ask all of us to assume our responsibilities responsibly and make sure that we exercise it within the confines of the powers and the law that protect all of us. This is what we have been telling all the parties involved. Our interest is that when there are problems within the family, we reconvene and deal with the issues maturely, in line with the law and also in line with the procedures. This issue is not an issue that cannot be addressed, particularly within the ministry. I have the belief that we have the capacity, we have the wherewithal, and the will to be there for us to look at each other on the face and address each other and address the issue maturely. Of course, unfortunately, we had a scenario this morning, and we will not overlook it. But we will take it as another occurrence to see how we address the situation so that it doesn't go out of hand. Because otherwise, if it goes out of hand, that may not be to the interest of any of us. We have a country to build, and we have a country that all of us should have interest to make sure it's secure and it's also protected for today and for tomorrow. So that is the spirit of which I am seated here with my team to talk to all of us to make sure that we keep the peace and we treat the matter maturely. We will use the same opportunity to talk to other parties involved, our own ministry and the CEO also as well, to make sure that we do not miss or malhandle this situation that may go wrong for the interest of this country. So on that note, I want to thank you very much for your kind attention. I wish we all have, we all consume this information well, and we act appropriately for the interest of our municipality and for the interest of our country. I thank you very much for your kind attention.
Jaja nga kalam to ko telemu admin director di KMC Musa ko do ko bebe tele ko jam ning politiko ko je do ko fanna ning bi nga moy ko alla CEO ne alon ko mo jam ya suspend ko ni fana mo kan jam fa ning ko sabata bana sabata ko ko
I sabati that because they also come na amata amanji abe moto kono attending na assistant race manager Babukar Sanya it will move like so nata mo abe by interview kan online live ko anata le abe banda la tata bu so bare amanduno so according to ate ako ay ministry call so a call la mo pro atenyan tamnen kala asalo so ngo moy
ko birana to jangila kalam daro de fani security na ta bammen ko parala ni ko ko den wara fani di entourage na
because the best local pro kana do ko la ngamo ntola on security ngamo wole la ko paral bijane mi yalon ko moto fula so natale be bundak bare janinte be fala na offshore bundato gato so natala some of the paral be left so almost nga kilene je banda be loring at this far side ko is atemu pala no to officer PIU officer so but the other group more tara jam because ngamo ile natale in a security tara bundato some exchanges sort of some diam but some reason malum for mele deploy na they call back murubang for murkanyame I don't know.
You as the admin director for your information sort of kabo ministry kaitanda la ko bi alla jambe security deployment for you sort of
no ntol mang any information sort of from Ministry of Interior wala IG office kaje ko police will be dala this one no
ko akahal kenya dile kaje ko alla do dilla parale na je stone ayatara mo mo fala ni kuma tara keri nyamin ja
well no one concern about that because cabinet also do that of course I'm a member of the management like you have said director of admin no fellow director for Bijan. But Nataji be almost all the staff be on the department and then the unit responsible for staff, the HR, from the department. Not only worry and concern is Nataji some staff be equal to Doko we worry back. So mainly along for it all the multiple for Sato for myself and in the lab. We quit the Doko Kera. Anong ko na melia long ko ibe magseto ka ko do collect anin na mo for fanang ko do go kala so o control o en concern back tell me how I can get them to work or because I'm Benjamin the most yata the chemistry staff was yata back yeah almost over 1,000 people so inte kam ni wala how it will affect income and also the services that are on the people.
Yeah, follow me at
yeah, because make it categorical clear. It was clear that because it was CEO Nata, it will as a staff being a CEO being sent away. Me alone suspect and put them on leave. And I stifle the right to violate by seeking a loan on their behalf. It will more calamity. Meant that for 12 million. and general council, all the councillors, me along to building KMC kono, me along to they represent 500,000 people. Will kai ko see follow through yala purposes. So minister fango min tan ni wolam, the abe inspection team kila na KMC pour ka nyin ko jube, KMC men for nyin muso ma pour ka jube for to nyante. So wol fango mang futa nam follow because they are arranging to come. So intol fango be wol batukan to welcome them and intel responsibility one pour ka space dealer ke welcome and inform ke na koy il after any information relevant to the allegation pour ka dealer. So inata je CEO ka fong for se kanajang it will say CEO ay bitrele by taking their money on their behalf and inform like Jamal so it will say they feel they don't have confidence in her. So it is not fair for Nanjang. So that's the problem. That's the implication now. Because I think the people ko ninyi binala itol te doko. Ninyi nata doko itol te doko. Ninyi tata itol te doko. So I think authorities non taka nata jiwela how we tackle this matter. Because mbe da ko tale ko at the government level na ministry ko inspection team binala to look at it the matter. Fine, luai wala ko. So I think wol nyanta na la ya bibe. Ngol fana ise badu bari ime bay. Because you see follow demanding and the way la follow. So I don't know what is the rush about that. Me along ko abe other business affect.
It's a fahamu ila kalam garo for you see implicate la o wala for mere allegation wala banka ko ni ko do fanala ay ko ni ayata for mere allegation na ko do ba ni kanya for ale kanja ko kanja ka ko ba do ko ni na do ko na kete na musa admin ada
Because yalong 4 months ago, yalong yung pusi pa man. Yo, so ikunye kukuje, ite sisi oja, there cannot be smoke without fire. Some point somewhere, feneketa mi yalong ko, that more left to see at the bottom of it. But meng senyata, first senyata set. Volunteer, I am aware, for CEO Senabo. I listed that I'm so many staff, including myself, management staff. In fact, I tell them letter number 3 to the who I'm interested in securing a land. So I own names only use.
You are interested in that offer
personally, because I'm supposed to be her main advisor in terms of administration and other policy implementation issues. And anything I'm with staff, and na view Jubela, Walla, and I'm on a view all sound, and make sure nga what is going on. Most of the personally. So as a result, be na compliance department was staff will be sapele, including for myself to see that to fonte da nganying kalam dam fondabi. That's it. I speak on my person as a management staff. And it will call land in dame, or a land sort of dame, brufu. You go 100 by 100 land. So 36 people te bete kunano a land 100 by 100. And the momo be say it is 7 meters. So beside the come on in Kala, many land in Ninka in Dulakari, Pebela for a federal flag. 1. 2, 4 Akodo Ikawa Fimenaba upon Nola. Intemokala. So all other staff they are supposed to back. So that's raise the water madama, raise the eyebrow. So I think in Tolfana we take me as a person, just anyway, when you on my behalf. Come to come Musoni Moya Makara. Yo, so we can have the right, or Muso have the right, Kalonko, come many Punai you consent to that. So personally concerned myself. So no fellow directors and new fellow staff will find the same surprising in law will be with Makaram. So well and could will be a man sort of big time evidence or longer period, Will go Makaram. So further than many Kujamal. So that confirmed the country.
Did you feel betrayed by the ministry? Kajako, Janning ebe opening paral di kulela wala ba CEO ebe order the line on 2 occasions. Fali ya miracle they would have this with you Kajako in for the year.
I don't say it will be premature to say whether I am betrayed by ministry or not. Because maybe I believe for maybe Senator Martin maybe aka information on the ministry. among it might not be the right information min be ke yalo ni moy problem soto ikala fule gambia be nya ikala fi mo dol ye je nya pour je ma koy so walati na minister and the ministry wanted to find about it so ni natan information be bi whatever they need about this information in fact will be currently because well from luat the work of the ministry is to make sure that they work with the council inspection regular inspection okay and also support them the ministry ministry this council all the council area 8 area council the ministry
honorable nga kalam da ko Allah jang wax la ko yang ni islam surrounding Allah CEO isi company ni ko ko ning ko
iya baraka ba ya me bikin konton nala mindi yang strategi seperti ni ajibe dan dia luar le sudah luar ni kalau masuk kembali yang ni kita local government ya itu mengenai itu appointment establishment appointment committee is have to recommend to the local government service commission for the employment, termination, and promotions. So anything back there, develop committee is expected to recommend to the local government service commission. Okay, covering 12 million sagana. Okay, which is my responsibility because I'm responsible for my staffs. Okay, near we have administration. We are on the CEO head of the administration, the chief accounting officer of the council. And he is initially for all council accounts. Okay, covering complaining out from the mayor's office, guiding to CEO, and our goal executive, even some of the members will resign from the staff welfare association. Which is based on any constitution, this means that they are violating the staff association constitution. Okay, the non-mandate for the full Qatar will be rated on behalf of the general members of the staff association. Okay, we feel that the loan of $12 million in loan, we get a Ajibal free yata. The general council is not aware of it. The general council, because we loan, we need default. Locally, the general control and general control which is came on taxpayers' money lower and we know that they will default because you do it and you may have to default and that company group is put guide in the any consular agreement which the phone be more about every investigation problem not will be more you can understand okay but time in the $12 million in Napunara min kita ji kabirin ji ko na kan ko sai most office na da ajibi ni ne so ni kana fuku na len fuku ni because ni mo na dai kuma ko ita kis ni ita kis zero le da ni kis zero ke yana lo ko ni ai ta ro ni mo okay kabin ko keda then CEO ni then ya ni na da kuma ko ta ni ta ni ko ni CEO ni the record in that clock this that means they were there and not put on writing to take the responsibility because why you are forging council's guarantee because for the many of council something which now she denied but the records are record you can provide you I think because I was trying to looking on YouTube I saw family the little okay can we look at the general consumer pending on the investigation because the investigation di kumbana bay ala wan so ala salary ko be bi dal do fu jëni investigation ni ko Sénégal ay criminal do na ma Sénégal then ala dugu kala because ko la jam so ndoto corruption o jela men ni ko laftan ni ko mo bede kala ni ko mo so mo be kila bede kala ba pour la on the carpet la gosa but ndol
ale la fanam ko di deputy former deputy mayor ya kitan Musa Balo ya
no yalla ala to cool le bone la cool man do you understand it ni ko deputy mayor he was soliciting bribe you understand okay I need like case it you work it in staff so them so deputy mayor was soliciting bribe that audio my committee is investigating it and we can comments sit-ins because no kaw kiss okay kam ne kiss lo am fon so it cannot be the motive but now we have 100% to la because ani me fon na the right corruption control to but once a moment of deputy mayor mo be ya mo ko ni karite mi la ko ay ko ni ala so ay bitam banda abana banda ala ko banda ala ko mo so so andu ni be o mari ite rose no la ko ya ko da kiski but min ya na all those who are involved ni be ko ni ko kiski but audio ni andu audio ni so like audio ni ni ya ko mo ya wari ka ko ni soliciting bribe ni audio be na mo andu na interpret well as a committee very soon maybe next week inshallah at a meal because my investigation ni na like more to be na ko kami to be la ka chaga to mi bongo mo ka di lo and the people of this municipality ibaka because you can now do and look in the mo be ya do the number one problem right now country biggest problem when it's donc ka dini ko mo le problem ba so ko na bali ko wote problem ba alhamdulillah mo so ci jaman bi ke ci bi glata di glata ya ni ga ya ko di bi di municipal 19 mo so be ndam ko ko jaman ma sama expansion but because of me I will be in a can say la jaman so ko ni na ko ma be so and what I'm doing now, our budget was 125 million, but now it's nearly 300 million. So we can't go. Can you be the superior of the superior? But no tolerance in any form. We are in the money to look at and say, kiss, and carry to taxpayers will have money to save.
We see you being Allah and also I see for them,
ya jele ko KMC din la ko mo no sa kinani ni sa ka ko because you are to na we have to recommend to the local business commission for the elimination of the CEO it's a good process but due process for the council commission goes to the local because if you look the CEO is under the control and the direction of council ko like you understand so many are long to it will let you we are not answerable to them because we are answerable to our people and we are make sure that we the voice of the people is respected so see you can do what and we staff will to respect this weekend the village will be I was shocked as the chairman of the establishment so staff will mean kila kuno ka pisi yeah they could have been the current CEO because me are the report because $9 million in the year staff will the juice no minute monthly $9 million only 360,000 what traje andu nata bank transactional every report maker I do CEO in the account will be CEO you loan the I mean CEO was not paying her dues. So where then the former executive, which is the former executive, is just the treasurer and the president and the vice president will listen to the staff welfare. So will let CEO connect staff will have them up. over 9 million iko to the by quality filter for only 350,000 9 million only 9.2 million only 360,000. So which shows that until we come on until start so until start so until kind of because we can also start so make support the nyari because we are on the pay scale of this government. You understand? Pay scale on better. So new welfare la
assalamu alaikum bay to
Idrissa
fana mu dokula de KMC jam
janeto ntole kambali tol taka bon motol ko
abi muna kubal la jangal jalbe be siral man tara dokula
mi sotota KMC jang musu killing fele jang office to jang ben suda koma wolle tata kodota ayata ntoli janeto to yala then ani ntoli janeto man si any sector killing ani woman si pour anaye ani mo kili e diamo kafo taye kodo tanam pour ntoli janeto to yala then ate ay ntol to leta ay inondi kafo ate ni kodo tanam pour ntoli janeto to yala amake ku sotorinti then ay kodota diamo pele a fintita nan a siata aka fo ko ate yemin fo akuoto a manke ku sotorinti den ako ate akamin batu wolom ala lawyer aka la lawyer le batu ala lawyer ina muna dunia ni ye moy nae kodo sunya dawoda awanyarta yaje nako nte njikita na loyala den wo kodo ay mi sunya abe wole jola ala loya sa bambu andu mola taro ay woleta wo manke tonya kumoti nte Idrissa nga mimfo ni ala tema man sila hadamadingo ni ma hadamadin tonye ma sila hadamadingo silata Muhammadu Dronela den ndi lata nyina ko woto ay jankaya kewle soto a koma wolle ba a bambukan den wolle ba fala ko ñun dinañ la jili loya KMC fuñu la muntala o ñun dinañ la jili loya
amuna nabiyatul mantra do
yes mi ati nan tol mantra do kula bi do example you know any momo ni do kula ta ila kunkoto iko ila do kula taye do ko kenye na kunkoto da somo man na fo konto wato wodi da somo na tabang afo da somo man na then yes nte nina janetol momo mimbe do ko la KMC jang wo ko man di antolie muso ay minke ama beng anda jikita komal alinga tonya fo momo sisila ala bare dukare momi e tiñaro ken kana fasan kana jibe ko nyellonne imum mbadineti imum barine
baraka ba
amin ya rabbi
wal mbadi won tolle o moy nyola je nyola fana me alon ko wala kede alfal de min alon ko wala tara Kanifing Municipal Council a bolo ko no director admin na kata dale kata fana honorable Habib Cissé kata fana chairman establishment committee ni wol be kata dale baro ko la fana ning aliaji be alfa koron fana de min alon ko e kaftani bengoma ben be ko may Ahmed Fati John Charles Ndiaye kata Saliou Tall wol be ka e katal ke janne ki aman galga men kala la min sanade at the same time atele fana mu masa konko area council ki amante na mo la men fo ay me tan wala nyindi ko nyum fanna fulol be sa ko ke ya ko nyoma ka de dum fana ko ya de ko loi tamande pour ka nyum ko ka blandi bulkan la nimmon daw do fana fana ka wo ko mala ba ka de corruption ko jenko nen tapala ya be ka fulu la denna kele gambe
Yaya Instant Services, the coolest and most awesome way to send and receive money worldwide. We're simple, swift, and secure. Send money in 3 simple steps. Select country, add receipt details, and remit the amount. Super fast and easy with unbeatable rates. Get funds deposited directly into your bank account in the Gambia with no third parties involved. Our coverage includes UK and Ireland, Europe, and all over Africa. Transfer money with any device and get an instant email or SMS notification. In fact, transfer money and have it received within minutes. Visit us at www.yaye.co.uk and get instant access to latest rates, free calculator, mobile top-up, track your transactions live wherever you may be, and so much more. Contact us today and revolutionize value for monetary transactions. Available now on the Apple App Store and Android Market.
TAF Africa Global Walle Office da sona yarim ba sotalie ila madiba molo kono mimbe TAF Burfoot Garden silabaka nin commercial office holding in 24-hour security system la nata standby generator air condition conference room mi yalan ko ni la staff sul sala mitino sotoje ani fansum cash power ni atrebo office nyinin kam mi yalan ka warata ni atrebo office nyinin kam mi yalan ko pour mo lene talaje ta batala ni atrebo office nyinin kam mi yalan ka ni la doko be nyomoyla wotela nyiniro be dafa katun TAF Africa Global yanyin commercial office le sotale la TAF madiba mall bumba kono mimbe Burfoot Garden silabaka na telephone bundal kumane ba memo 733-3363 733-3363 no hani kabin email info@tafafricaglobal.com alabaka.
Ngo foy lafta mobile ndi wala ban simple mobile o walla foy lafita latest mobile o walla foy lafita smartphone o ñin be ka sotale davin wala bulli shop number 1 ti ando na lafta Samsung fanana asifa bele bije A series kabring A01 A11 A21 A31 A41 ando ñin be mu 4G internet o let e manna da wala de lafta technology labang wala lafta itel la e kanyim be sotalele e ko Spark 4 Spark 5 and Spark 6 abele be ñin dulato ande manna da wala de e ko chargalo asifa wasifa mobile cover ani ñi mobile protector e nyaadalu abele be jindi grato bulli shop number 1 be tilinde ngale damin wala mu Brikama police station o nyaatile wala choju ba balaje wala badi ngolon kamune batu ali commande telephone la niatra lafta mobile
7799530 9957262
bulli shop wala nata kodande eni nyin di ma tonya bulli shop nyoko
butongo mbadi ngol mbemo be salamula ato na kontongola mba fala mole ko tonya fo tumo sita mune ko bono mu batiyolti bari nyakulu malo kalero kono mu ba kun kolo fongoleti kuno dampa na singo me kuno na fa kuno yo lonne butongo mba fola anyanta fola nyame butongo Mengbe Kering mba fola wala nyama Mengbe Kering ma fola wala nyama muna Mengbe Kering yo ma satala wala nyama muna Mengbe Kering ma fola wala nyama muna Mengbe Kering yo ma satala wala nyama afo pamodu muna sata afo dunia bebe lamay afo pamodu muna sata afo dunia bebe lamay Mengbe Kering ma fola wala nyama muna Mengbe Kering ma satala wala nyama muna Mengbe Kering yo ma fola wala nyama muna Mengbe Kering mbasata la wala nyama afo pamodu munasata afo dunia bebe la mwe afo pamodu munasata afo dunia bebe la mwe tonya kumodu ndadu mukamunkari bande yataye muno kafinyo yataye tonya kumodu ndadu
Mengbe Kering
nkafo wala